Alright guys, again, sorry for the wind noise, trying to get caught up on some videos. Check out the turbine wheels on this little Ranger. There's a whole set of them. I don't know what they came off of, but they're pretty cool. Kind of like those. That one came in the other day for scrap. But the one I want to show you guys, well actually there's two of them. And I don't know if you've ever seen them before. How about a pair of Mercury Capris? These came from the same person. And I don't know if you know anything about these, but the one on the left, the red one, is just a regular Capri. I think all of them were convertibles. You might have been able to get a hard top convertible, like a hard top that you could set off while the convertible top folded in the trunk. But the red one is an original, or I'm sorry, not an original. It's a regular Capri. Now this one over here on my right is a Capri XR2. This is actually a pretty rare car. This is a 4-cylinder manual transmission. This is a 4-cylinder turbo manual transmission. I believe they're manual transmissions. Let me check. Yeah, they should both be manuals. That one is a stick, and this one is, I might be wrong. Yeah, that one's a stick as well. All right, as far as years go, let me check and see what year are we working with here. Date of 992 being 93. I think the green one was also 93. I think they were pairs. So you have two 93 Capris. One is an XR2 turbo. The other one is a standard one. Now the standard one has been smacked in the front. He bought this one first, and then he bought this one, and he was going to use the red one to fix the green one. He's told me that something had to do with the oil, I think the oil pressure sensor, oil sending unit or something. Something inside the motor that dealt with the oil was what was wrong with this car. I put that in the slot like that. So you can see the turbo right there on the front. So 16 valve turbo 4-cylinder. To be honest, I don't know much about these cars. I never actually seen one of these cars in real life until I went and picked these up. He actually called and said he had two Mercury Capris, and I thought he meant a different Mercury, like an old 80s body style big car. So I take the big rollback to go pick up two big Mercury cars is what I thought I was getting. Then I get there and these two itty bitty cars are what I'm picking up, and I could literally stick both of them on the rollback, but I ended up towing the red one and put this one on the rollback. I didn't want to hurt the front bumper in case anybody needed one, because, you know, I don't know if these are, you know, collectors or what. Some people like them, some people hate them. I read a little bit about them. Apparently they were made over in Australia to compete with the Mazda Miata. When the Miata came out, this regulator is no good, obviously, because they have a wood stick holding it up. But this one here has 125,732 miles. This one, he said, was supposed to run and drive. It was hit in the front. So motor and transmission are probably good in this one. I don't have a key to verify, but it probably wouldn't be too hard to pop the ignition, which it looks like someone's already been going into the hassle of doing that. So you could probably get this one to run if you wanted to. Obviously the tops are no good, common. Tail lights look pretty good. I know that one over there has got a broken one. Body parts are okay. Obviously they've been sitting. They're dirty, grimy, grungy, nasty. Need a bath. I'm not gonna give these a bath. because you can still tell what color they are. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to get this hood open or not because it seems like it is in a bind. See if I can see in there to get that safety latch. Let me put you guys down for just a second. All right, so I got that one open. Now this is just a regular motor. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it should be the same motor. Just that one over there is turbo, and I don't know if they changed anything on the inside for it being turbo or not. If you guys really want to know, I guess you could look it up online. I don't really have time to check. Oil looks good in this one. Like I said, this one would probably fire right up. Because he was going to use this motor and put the turbo setup on it and put it in this car. So he said this motor runs, but something has to do with the oil or whatever, something like that. But anyway, so you have 2 Mercury Capris, 1 turbo, 1 non-turbo. Supposedly got a good motor, 2 good transmissions, and a turbo setup. Now, if anybody's familiar with these cars, are these wheels factory on that car? And if they are they only for the XR2? Because those are some futuristic wheels. I mean, if those came out in the 90s, that would be perfect for the 90s, because that reminds me of what people were driving around on their cars in the 90s. Reminds me of like a Mustang wheel, although they didn't have them funky center caps that look like a triangle. And it should have all 4. I think this is the other one. Yep. It is stamped with a Ford badge, so they are factory rims. And Ford made Mercury back then, so we'll see if those are factory or not. But there you guys have them. I don't know if you've ever seen them before or not, but there's 2 Mercury Capris. Now, we're not going to crush these. They're going to go out back in the back of the yard. If anybody needs anything, we will have them back there. I'm not going to inventory these. I'm not going to put them online. Chances of selling anything on them to cover my time is slim. I did do some check-in. There are a few yards that do have some of these around. So, you know, I would rather inventory something that I know would sell quick, fast. These, you might sell something on them, but you gotta find that right person. And for cars like that, I just tend to stick them out in the back of the yard. You know, sometimes we'll get people calling, say, hey, I'm looking for, 93 Mercury Capri. Do you have one? Well, yeah, sure we do. We got 2 of them in the back. You know, they won't show up online, but if anybody calls, we'll have the parts. But as far as that goes, I figured I'd just show you guys these ones. It's an oddball car, and if anybody, all you guys who actually watch the videos know I like, different weird stuff. So figured I'd share them with you. As far as the interior goes, I think they're the same versus regular and turbo. Now this door don't open. But the dashes, I think, are going to be the same. The gauge clusters are going to be different. This, you guys can't see it from here, but I can. The speedometer is saying 127,338 miles. So roughly about the same type of mileage. I think the other one was like 120, so this one's 127. So roughly the same mileage. A lot of the parts should be interchangeable. But I figure you guys might take a look, or might like taking a look at these things. I don't know. I can't really say I like them or I don't like them. They're just weird looking to me. I mean, the back of that car just looks weird. I haven't decided if I like them or not. Even the side profile, I mean, the shape of that rear quarter panel is just so awkward. There's no C-pillar. I mean, it's weird. I don't know if I like it or not. And then you got a really tall door with a short car. It's all sorts of screwed up, I think. But you know, hey, if someone likes them, more power to them. I like people who like oddball cars, and this, I don't know if you can get much more oddball than this. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will go ahead and get some more videos posted. I know I've been behind on videos. I try and do at least one a week. I'd like to do a lot more, but we are pretty behind right now. So anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. I appreciate you watching.